So the public relations campaign that I chose to do my project on was Living Water Rescue Mission. And this is different from a lot of the organizations that everyone chose to do because this is a non-profit organization or not-for-profit. They don't use their own funds, they don't generate income or anything like that to pay for the services that they provide. Instead, we rely on different things such as volunteer work, donations, and contributions from businesses in the area. So, first, our purpose or mission statement, this is something that I actually took from their website. It's, as servants to the Lord, we aim to equip the poor, needy, and those afflicted with substance addiction to become responsible, contributing members of the church and society by providing food, shelter, and spiritual guidance to those in need. And their main slogan is helping the hurting and the homeless in the name of Jesus Christ. So it is a Christian organization, and its main goal is to help the hurting and homeless, so people with substance abuse, homeless people, anyone who's suffering from any type of addiction or anything that's really holding them back in their life. So that's our main goal, and that's what we want to promote. And we want to promote awareness to the people who need help, as well as people who we think can help. So the situation, or I guess the warrant that causes this, is Nebraska has an overlooked homeless situation, and there's a lack of resources. You don't see a lot of homeless people in Nebraska, so it's something that people don't think about, but they are there, and it's not something that people are aware of for the most part. So we need to make the individuals in the surrounding community aware of the situation and what we can do to help. That includes not only the people who need the help, but also getting out to those people who can help, who can volunteer their time, people who have extra funds that they can donate to help a worthy cause such as this. Scope of assignment. As a nonprofit, like I said, we need to generate the revenue. We don't have any way to generate revenue. We don't sell things. We don't promote anything. So the problem is we need to get donations from people. There's no way for us to generate our own income. Our target audience, there's actually two target audiences that I chose to focus on. So first of all, in order to get the contribution by volunteer work, we need to target mostly college students. After doing some of my research, I realized that the people that are volunteering, that are contributing in these ways, community service and things like that, are college students for the most part. So in order to get the volunteer work, for food drives and different things that we do within the organization, we need to target college students primarily. In contrast, looking for contribution in the form of monetary donations such as money, different donations, leftover office furniture, or whatever it may be. We need to target local businesses for sponsorship. And of course we will have some type of programs, I'll talk about it later, where in exchange for their donations we will have some type of sponsorship or some type of thing that will get their name out also, so it's kind of a trade. So, research methods. I did a demographic and psychographic survey, not two, but just those two elements combined in a random sample. And after, like I said, after doing the feedback and everything, I realized that it's mostly college students that are going to be donating their time for volunteer work. People within the age of 21 to 29, mostly. And so in that aspect, that we realized that that's what we need to target. We need to target the college, and we need to target the people in the community that can help, such as businesses and other organizations. So our key messages. Key message toward your college and the students here, we need help. Basically, this organization doesn't really do a good job, I feel like, of reaching out to people for help. It's mainly based on people kind of showing up and doing that on their own. And that's great, and that means, everyone that's going there, they're going there for a worthy cause, they're doing it on their own. But we need more people to contribute, we need more volunteers, because more people need help, and we need people to help them. So that's something that we need to get out to the college students, that we need to make them aware of. But also, it's not just a great opportunity for us, it's a great opportunity for them. You feel better about yourself when you go to help people. it's something that kind of benefits everybody all at once. So that's another key message that we kind of want to point out to the students. It's not just about, you know, benefiting the company. It's also about benefiting yourself, making yourself feel better, and doing something for the community. Our key message towards our other aspect, the other focus that we're looking at, the businesses, is that we're a nonprofit organization. Like I said, we can't generate revenue. We rely on them, the generosity of them and their contributions in order for our organization to function and thrive. There's actually, I think, a few new buildings that they're building for housing for the homeless and people who are in need. And all of those are paid for by contributions from generous people like that. So those are the things that give us the biggest revenue and allow us to continue to grow. So that's what we need to target. I'll talk about this more a little bit later, but one of the things that we will do as part of the campaign or proposal is community barbecue. And we were going to be offering sponsorship for those companies in exchange for, in the form of a banner, in exchange for monetary donations, a minimum of $50 because the banner will cost $30. So either way, we get a profit of $20, and that's the minimum. Communications vehicles. So this is something that I kind of narrowed down after analyzing the survey data and the research, because you need to know what type of media is going to work best to kind of get through to your audience, what kind of media is going to work to get through to the community in general. So a few of the things, brochures, newspaper ad, social media, of course, that's one of the most pervasive media outlets that kind of, it goes into every aspect of our lives and everyone has access to it. The barbecue, and then after that we plan on doing more public events too. And then also the reliance on word of mouth promoting. And I think that is one of the biggest things in this particular community, because it's such a tight-knit community and it's a very small town that that word gets around. You hear about something, it's gonna get around. So the brochures and social media, that's mainly to target the college students. Things like the newspaper ad, that's going to be people within the community because they're going to be reading the newspaper. The barbecue and the word of mouth, that's also the community, but I think that kind of includes everybody. The barbecue will be held at Eastville Park, so that's something that will include the college students as well as the community as a whole. Project team, so the key players in this campaign and this proposal that I have is going to be myself, the organization Living Water, as well as local business owners, your college and students, and that's self-explanatory. These are the people that we need to use all the aspects of these key players in order to kind of get to our main goal. So timing and fees, these are things that are associated with the barbecue. So like I said, the plan is to make a chapel announcement and hand out brochures throughout the campus. The chapel announcement will take place a month before the barbecue, and then 3 months after the barbecue we'll analyze the data and see how it worked out, see what kind of, if we get more volunteers, if we have more promotional awareness, if people are coming in more and checking out the place, then we know that we've done our part. And I think it'll continue to grow on top of that, because the first thing is they just need to know about the place. I think a lot of people don't even know what Living Water is and that it exists and that it's there. So as long as we get that out there, everything will kind of follow. Because also, students here, even if you're not looking to go contribute on your own, you don't want to volunteer just for your free time, a lot of people here need community service hours. Say you don't clean your room for room checks or something like that, you're going to need somewhere to go. And this is a great place to go and a good cause to help. If you have to do that anyways, why not come help some people? So ultimately, throughout all of this, it's a big campaign, it's a lot, we're trying to reach everybody, but we want to stick to our purpose, we want to stick true to our roots and kind of keep the purpose in mind. So through all these efforts, the ultimate goal is to aid and equip the homeless and needy in the name of Christ. And all contributions and volunteer work will certainly aid us and continue that mission on a daily basis. So this is kind of what we need to get the community aware of, that their contributions and their volunteer work is going to help us. And on top of that, our main goal, to help the homeless and needy. So on top of promoting awareness of what you can do to help, we need to make it known that we are here. If you need help, if you're struggling with anything, we can help. It's not just housing, it's not just food. There are all those things, and they're all free services also. But there's also things like biblical counseling and different things that are offered that can help you to get through whatever you're struggling with. And that's it. Any questions?
Does the Living Water Mission have like any kind of set budget or any kind of plan? Do you know anything about that?
They do have a budget when it comes to the donations that they have. They try to, I believe they try to distribute it between obviously food, shelter, different types of things. They can't house people for the longest time. It's a 2-week limit. Unless you really need to stay longer than that, then they can make exceptions. So different factors like that go into it. But it's basically just whatever contributions they receive, need to spread it out evenly between the different things. It's not just the housing, like I said. They also have like the food drives and everything. Myself, the reason I actually chose this organization in the beginning was because we were moving into an apartment, and we had a giant apartment with no furniture and we didn't have mattresses, we didn't have couches, whatever. So we were kind of looking at the cheapest place to go find stuff, and they actually offer everything for free. So you go into their shed, they have couches, they have everything. So even if you're not homeless, say you just got back on your feet and you just found a place, they can help you furnish your entire apartment basically, and that helps a lot. If you're paying for all that yourself, it can add up to over $1,000, $2,000. So it's a really helpful place, and I just wanted to promote the awareness of it.
They usually have pretty good stuff in there.
We got pretty good stuff. Check out our apartment sometime. We've got everything in our apartment actually came from there. Literally, like we got like 3 couches. We have a coffee table, another table, mattresses. Like it's pretty crazy. And they have TVs, everything you could possibly need. So even if like I said, even if you're not homeless, if there's things that you need, if you're in need in any way, they're there to help. So.
It sounds like they don't understand, so I'm trying to, from your presentation, that they're not sure about how they're going to personally create consistency for the volunteer hours and for the incoming money flow. With this campaign, if you did do an evaluation of it, do you think that they would be able to maintain those business relationships and the relationships with the college students on a consistent level? Is there an attainable plan for that?
I haven't spoken with them about maintaining that, but I think the biggest thing, in my opinion, would be to first create a social media account. I think one of the biggest things would be like things like Instagram and Facebook. Those are the types of things that can keep you in contact. It's always going to pop up on your news feed. You're going to be seeing those events, and they actually have an event that they're planning themselves coming up. I'm not sure exactly when. I believe it's this summer, but it's going to be, I think, a golf tournament, and so they'll be doing that. That's one of the things. So that they're actually making a step in the right direction with that. Cool. But I think that, like you said, yeah, they could probably do a better job of, once the word is out there, maintaining that relationship through social media, which I think is the best media outlet to reach the entire community.
Do you see the clientele, meaning the people that are going to them for help, interacting with the college students and the business promoters that are sponsoring? Like in the barbecue situation?
I do, because you can look at the testimonials on their internet page, and it shows that these people are so grateful for what this place has done for them. I think, yeah, they would definitely be willing to contribute their time to kind of helping promote the place and help people like themselves. And not only people like themselves, but people that can help to that cause. So I think there are people that are in there that they still need help, they still need to get through that tough time in their life. But the people that have made it through and that have had a change in their life because of this place, I think definitely they would be willing to contribute their time and kind of help with the ongoing efforts. So. Any other questions? Thank you.